Welcome back to Suladan Plays Dark Souls 3. So, today's episode is going to be a little... Great Belfry, I don't remember that one. Oh yeah, I remember. Anyway, going to be a little jumpy because there are a couple things I need to go do that I mentioned there's a tree boss. Well, there's a thing I've got to do before I go to the tree boss. We're going to go do that and I'll talk on the way. Let's see if I remember how to get there. The funny thing is, I've been to the entrance before, but I never really noticed how to do the thing. If you remember, also, I have mentioned in the past that there is a covenant that gives you the ability to be a purple phantom, which basically means you can attack the host or the invader. They're the mad phantoms, which is a very interesting concept. Well, yeah, the trigger for them is actually way back here. Also, I love my new shield. But I've been through this area before, so we're just gonna... You know what? I can just run. I don't have to fight none of y'all. Hathead don't have time for y'all. Hathead going this way. So yeah, this building over here, if you remember long ago... Oh dear, I'm gonna have to deal with y'all. Who's shooting at me? But I don't want none of it. Okay, this building way over here. Oh dear, I do have to deal with y'all. There's a lot of them. I'm gonna die to you, little idiot. Stop stun-locking me. Okay. Called it. I'm gonna die to the stupid little things. Anyway. In this area where there's the building surrounded by little midget hat heads and the ones on the roof shooting the blow darts. When you're in a hurry, it's frustrating. Am I fat rolling? That's going to be an issue. I'll deal with that in a moment. I'm currently being chased. $39 out of 52. I shouldn't be fat rolling. In theory. That puzzles me greatly. So memory serves, fat roll should be if I'm at 100% capacity. Maybe they changed it. Who knows? We'll fiddle with that later. Oh, you little things annoy me. Hey! I am in a hurry. Well, I'm not really in a huge hurry, but anyway. Before you go up the ladder, you're gonna want to go over here and kill that goober and this one, because if you don't, they will shoot half your health. That thing fired out of your blow dart gun at an angle that shouldn't be possible. If you don't, they're gonna be shooting at you the whole way up the ladder. You lose big chunk of health, and it's just not fun for anybody involved. Also, the weird hole in the sky. I don't remember it being here when we went through the area before. If my understanding is correct, that actually happens as you kill the Lords of Cinder. Like, that becomes the thing. But yeah, remember long ago we came over here, and there was the, well, I think I killed him at the time. I don't remember. The one with the empty cage on his back? Yeah, this guy? Yeah, you don't kill him. You walk up, and you get in the cage. Because that makes sense. Thank you, friend. I'm sorry if I ever killed you in the past. I don't remember. I may have just assumed you were an enemy. But yeah, it's basically like the Gravelord Nito thing where you had to get in a coffin and wait. You get in the cage. You don't have to wait. Ow. Did you throw me in a hole? Dude, did you throw me in a hole? And this is connected to that boss fight I mentioned somehow. It just said to be sure to do it before you beat the aforementioned boss. Also, there's a lot of NPCs that I have managed to gloriously miss. So that's also a thing. Yeah. Ooh. Largest of the medium shields. Ooh, nice. Not bad.
Well, what's up? This pit is for hollows.
I didn't hit the button.
Not
Why'd
for
you
the likes of you sane folk? Or perhaps you are a hollow, posing as otherwise?
Yes.
Yes, then we are just fine. It's important to know who you are. But we'll all be mad soon enough. And should you be undead, well, all the more so. Beware, the shackles of the gods are fragile. You might need this. Etch it on your heart if you feel your sanity slipping.
Now you've got the mound makers.
Come here to pile up your victims, for that will form your anchor. You'll see when you go mad. They'll be your family. You'll go. Take my advice.
No, that's dope.
This pit is for hollows, and for the occasional madman fond of piling up victims. You've better things to do, I'd hope.
I want to read the message. It'll happen to you too, may the... Okay, that's funny. But yeah, basically that. Now we can go do the boss fight. Okay. Long story short about the boss fight. What happened long ago, it was like right... I think it was around the times I did the Abyss Watchers. I came back here to try to do a little bit of co-op to get some souls. Cliff Hunter side, yes. And basically I got summoned, and where I expected the guy to turn right, he turned left. Suddenly we fell in a giant hole and we were being attacked by a tree. So yeah, that's a boss that I had been putting off / had forgotten about. I had been putting it off for a while, but then I legitimately forgot about it. So if I circle around here... Also, as it turns out, the whole boss souls thing about making weapons, it turns out it's tied to this one boss that I put off and forgot about. And I've also passed the point of no return where I basically cannot do boss soul weapons in this game run because you have to do it before you put the souls on the thrones. If you've done it before that, you keep the ability to do so for the rest of the run, but, you know, just a thing. Leave it to me to always find a weird way to miss something obvious. I actually don't know what's going on in here. When we did the boss fight, I didn't make it halfway across the room before we just all fell in a giant hole, which I assume may be the hole where we just did the Covenant thing. But I'm gonna get rid of some of these guys first. Because if I don't, somehow they're going to come kill me. I just know it. Generally, that's what happens. When I ignore enemies, they come back to kill me. Maybe killing them is the trick? Ooh. I haven't seen you in a while, sir. You haven't aged well. Okay, got them dealt with. Attack the foot. Attack the foot. Hold still. Ah. Hold still. Fine, I'll attack your leg. Please tell me you're not telling me I have to attack that. I don't want to attack that. I don't want to... I don't want to even... I don't want to look at it, let alone attack it. Okay, well... Oh, I love my shield. No. Where did you come from? I thought I killed all of y'all. Ow. I don't know what happened. Why did I take damage? Why did he take so much damage? Why are there enemies? Oh, okay. This is where it started that previous time. So I guess that's a crotch hand. Why is there a crotch hand? Well, I did not want a crotch hand. No. I'm guessing that's a weak point, but no. What is it? Why is it inside of a tree? Why does it want my giblets? Why were those people worshipping it? Hello, hand. Aha, you are vulnerable. At least I don't have to attack the other thing anymore. Also, acid sap. Ow. I'm glad I have a lot of health. And as you can probably guess, this is a boss you're meant to fight much earlier in the game, hence its much lower health capacity and damage output. Whoops. There's actually I don't know how to enter this topic. Dark Souls 3 actually has a lot of lore that I've been blatantly missing. Some of it ties into the NPCs that I've been missing, but also just the areas themselves, the enemies, and everything. One disadvantage to it being a blind run is I've been prone to missing a lot of these things. Okay, that's the end of the episode. But no, I'm kidding. Transposing kiln would be the thing that we'd be using for... Did you die? Did we land on you? I didn't kill him. You saw it. I have not attacked an NPC. If a giant tree fell on his head when I wasn't looking, then that's out of my hands. But yes, normally, after this, you'd go back to Firelink. And you'd come over here. And this guy over here, you know, back when he was alive, you'd give the kiln to him. He'd give you the ability to transpose boss souls. And, you know, then you'd maintain that ability later, even with him gone. But yeah, you apparently can't do that. Secondly, like I mentioned, there's a bunch of NPCs that I have accidentally missed. I'm just gonna be honest, we're past the point of no return for many of them. I think. I don't know. Not gonna go hugely out of my way to find out. Let's see, I need to go here. Excuse me. Real quick, since we've already seen Patches, I'm gonna show you how to get to the other side of the bridge that he lowered. Also, fun fact, if you kill the giant before Patches lowers the bridge to try to get you killed by the giant, he has a fit and cusses you out over it. I know that because there was a note on the wiki page about it. Because I had to hunt to figure out how to get across there, which is sad because it should have been obvious. I just never would have realized I needed to go to the roof for that part. Oh, how did I get up there again? See, I've already forgotten how I got up there. It's kind of convoluted. No, it wasn't this one. Was it? I remember I went up there. It's a little convoluted. More than a little convoluted. Hey, buddy. Oh, I remember. It is this way. I was doing it without even thinking. Yeah, this ladder over here that I keep forgetting exists. You're very slow going up the stair ladders. Yeah. No, this isn't it. This is connected to it. Those guys are actually connected to the church that was worshiping the giant tree over there. That's why you notice that there's that one evangelist leading a group of hollows towards where the tree is that's meant to be meaningful. No, this isn't. This is close to where I need to be. But, let's see, it's over there. No, I don't like fat rolling. I'm eventually gonna have to take off this shield just because of that. I can't use that anyway. Okay. I love my Havel shield, don't get me wrong, but I can't. I can't. No, not fat rolling. Hathead cannot deal with fat rolling. Is it up there? No. I'm gonna have to look it up again. It's honestly... It's on a weird offbeat path that you just don't go to often enough. Oh, now I remember. It is up here. Yeah, this spot up here. Oh, hang on, what'd you drop? Oh, no, it was up here. Oh, right here. No, it wasn't that. It was legitimately up here. I know that much. Well, now this is aggravating me a little because I know it was up here. It ain't down there. Hidden. Oh, now I remember. Yeah, you walk around here, and then there's a ladder. It's well hidden, I'll grant you that, but the fact that it's tied to one of the main NPC quest lines is a little frustrating. You come up here, we killed this guy once before, because he drops a ring. That's the sound that Silver Knights make. Okay, then you come up here, and you drop onto this. Then you come up here. No. Little goober. I ain't dealing with you. Does you not step? him going, you walk this way. But you be careful, because there's a goober there. Okay, you can go in there, or you can keep going this way. I'm gonna keep going this way. Okay, there's a goober down there. You wouldn't, no. Die. Okay, have I been up here? There's an item. There was an item. There's supposed to be an item there. Okay. You survived. He's a smart one. He left. He said he wasn't having none of this. 10 to 1, there's an ambush coming up, because there's always an ambush when these little guys are involved. Aha, I see a hand. Pale tongue. Death. Okay, well, if you notice, some of those paths actually led inward. Some of those paths actually led inwards. Well, you come in here. Why am I having some frame rate issues? Why am I having issues? I don't need to have issues. One moment. Who's borrowing? Windows Updater. Why? You're not even... Oh, anyway. It's not even set to... This is why I have auto updates turned off and generally do my own updating, among other reasons. But, you know, hey, I see you're using most of the processor. I'm just gonna go ahead and borrow 20% of it. Also, need to get my mouse cursor back in here. Okay. When I click out and click back in, the controller goes weird for a minute. That's why I couldn't lock on. But I didn't realize I couldn't lock on, so I was missing a lot while I was panicked trying to figure out why I couldn't lock on. And yeah, I am rushing through some of this. You get a blessed gem if you come over here. I'm making that mistake that we always make. I'm underestimating the enemies from an earlier area and just trying to plow through them instead of trying to actually, you know, take them seriously, and it's getting me hit a lot. It's a subversion of the action RPG genre that Dark Souls does that I really... And I knew that was gonna... Thank you. Okay, that guy you don't actually have to fight, so we're just gonna ignore him. What I would recommend would be throwing spells at him. That blow dart came... Was that you? Did you shoot that? Actually, what I would recommend is not fighting him at all. You run over here. This isn't the right spot. This isn't the right spot. I've made a horrible miscalculation. Yeah, this is the right spot. Just go, whee! I missed it. Oh no, I didn't. Oh no, it... Oh, come on. No, you don't have to tell me that. Okay. What you do... You come on. Well, I landed on a chandelier. If you land on my head again... Okay. Then you drop down here. Because I know it's so straightforward. It's just obvious, isn't it? And, yeah. This is the other side of the bridge. Oh. Ah. Y'all weren't here before. I've come over here once before. Like, on my own, just to... when I was trying to learn it. It wasn't with this character. I've started playing a secondary game on the side, trying to get the stuff I've missed, you know, delve a little more into the lore and generally stuff. But basically, Patches is standing here. You need to buy Sigvard's armor back from him. And guess where he got the armor? Yeah, Sigvard's trapped outside in a well, armorless, and you got to give him back his armor. And, you know, plot and stuff from there. Ew, there's just ew seeping out of here. And it ties into what's up here. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend stopping to fight here because, like, there's a lot of those things. And there's a theory on what they are that ties into what's in the next room. You know, a lot of lore reasons. They won't follow us. Basically, in here is both a covenant, a bonfire, your ability to respec your character, and... Am I gonna have to kill you, really? What the? But that's supposed to drop from an invader, Yellowfinger Hazel. Does that mean that is Yellowfinger Hazel? Okay, that further supports the theory I read that, okay, you can respec your character 5 times per playthrough. You can change your character's appearance 5 times per playthrough. I think it's the same 5 times. One theory is that this is what happens to people that change themselves more than 5 times, is eventually they devolve into this fleshy mass. In theory, there's a lot of weirdness. We're just gonna leave it at that. There's a lot of weirdness. You can also see bits of Aldrich's sludge in here. So, and given the way that the door was busted inwards and all, odds are Aldrich is involved. I know this is, you know, the Cathedral of the Deep where Aldrich should be, but there's a lot of lore stuff. But yeah, this is one of the other covenants. Rosaria. I don't know a lot about what this covenant does. I know that joining it is safe, but if you're following Cirrus of the Sunless Realms quest progress, do not join. Don't give a pale tongue, basically. If you wait until you finish Cirrus's quest line, you can then give a pale tongue, which lets you do Leonhard's quest line, and that's a whole other thing. But anyway, yeah, this is how you respec or change your appearance. You offer a pale tongue each time, which is nice that the respec system survived. Not super fond of the fact that it's got a limited number of uses, but 5 is a fair number. I just like to respec a lot. Okay, so that's the main 2 things that I wanted to cover in this episode. There's actually something else I want to do, which I should have mentioned at the start of the episode. There are 3 bosses left that I know of. One of them has just been dealt with. The second is Midir. Or Miter, I'm calling him Midir. But yeah, basically, you remember there was... I don't remember how to get to it. Which DLC was Midir in? You remember the fog wall we couldn't go through, and I laughed because, you know, I thought maybe it related to other things. I think it's... You've got to knock Midir off that bridge. Once you do that, you can continue forward. I just don't know how to get there. So I'm gonna have to look that one up real quick. But I'm going to try fighting Midir. I'm likely going to try. I'm going to try to beat Midir. It may not be in this episode. It may be in the next episode. And then the last boss involves me ringing the bell in Archdragon Peak. There's no guarantee that I'm going to beat either of these, because these 2 were ranked as the... Okay, the survey I looked at didn't have enough votes for me to really give a, like, honestly unbiased measure. But Archdragon Peak boss and Midir were voted as hardest Dark Souls 3 boss. There's a lot of light coming through there. Hardest Dark Souls 3 boss. In fairness, Deacons of the Deep was ranked 5th hardest, so I don't know how much I trust it. But I know that these considered very difficult. I don't remember where you were. Were you up here? I'm gonna have to look it up. Anyway, there's Midir and then the other boss that I haven't mentioned the name of. So yeah, be right back. Actually, there is something else I need to show you before we do this. Well, I don't need to show... Well, I do need to show you. Anyway. I'll get to Meteor in a moment. I had a list this time. I'm not following the list. It's working out greatly. Also, something else I learned. You don't have to be embered to go outside of Firelink. I don't remember if I mentioned this or not. It's a loading thing. Basically, the outside of Firelink stays walled off until the game finishes loading it. This allows you to teleport back to Firelink Basic without having to load the whole exterior area, given the number of times you teleport here and how frequent... Patches, why are you here?
You're alive.
Patches!
Now, hold your horses. Let's have a nice talk about this. I'll come clean. I did you wrong. I didn't mean it, though. Not one bit.
My left leg's having a fit, isn't it?
You get these urges, running the business and all, and I hate myself for it. I do. You know what I mean. Terrible, really. But I can see you'll forgive me. You're alive, after all. And that's what counts, right?
I'll forgive you, Patches, but that's because I like Patches. He's a precious character.
Oh, fantastic. A wily second chance. Oh, I knew you'd understand. I just knew it. The heart of a lion. A model for the rest of us. A true friend. Forever.
You Selston. I need it. I need it. Also, he sells rubbish and rusted coins, which, you know, is great. If you need to farm for an item, you can use rusted coins. The fact that there's an infinite supply of them now is wonderful.
Thanks, good compere.
But yeah, his, Sigmire's, and another NPC that I didn't find, quest lines are kind of intertangled with one another. Entangled would be a better word. And, yeah. So I missed a lot there. He moved here eventually because I didn't go find him on the other side of the bridge. Okay, so what I was going to mention is, firstly, the Sigbrow that I'm still carrying. Did I put it in storage? No, here it is. Okay, leave. It's actually shaped like a helmet. Oh no, you've already traded it. Yeah, Armor of the Sun. This is, you get Solaire's armor by dropping certain items over here. Let's see, Seed of a Giant Tree, Siegbrow, a Lightning Urn will net me the helmet. And yes, that gets annoying. Oh, I don't remember what gets me the wristbands. It's something simple, but yeah, this staff that serpent mage drops will get you Solaire's shield, and then his sword is dropped by a mimic in Lothric Castle that I didn't find. I don't think I found. If I found it, then whoops. But yeah, anyway, there's Solaire's armor. It's up here. Well, I don't have the gloves, but there's 3 out of 4 pieces of Solaire's armor. Shush! Shush! I don't like that it starts talking again if you stand there long enough. It doesn't seem like something that should be easily just re-triggered without you having to have any input in the matter. But, you know. Oh, I do need pants. Do I have any lighter pants that are pants? Cleric pants, we'll go with that. How heavy is that hat? Oh, okay. Let's see if I can use Havels now. Nope. 'Tis a sad day. Oh well. These pants just don't look right. I'm so used to Hathead having the deserter pants. There we go. Why are shorts lighter than pants? Dark Souls, you're drunk. Go home. Weight doesn't work like that. But anyway, yeah, that's how you get the Solaire. Bad idea. Good idea. Brilliant idea. It worked, didn't it? Okay, shared grave. That's the bonfire I'm looking for. The reason I know about the Solaire stuff mainly is because the side character that I mentioned that I just started like a few days ago, I'm slowly gathering Solaire's equipment. And, yeah, basically I'm being Solaire. I couldn't resist. Okay, I think this is the bridge. Yeah, this is where mid-ear should be. You've got to knock him off the bridge or you can't fight him in the boss room, which makes logic, but I don't think you're supposed to be able to make it past him. I may have exploited that a little. I don't know. Okay, you're a grumpy dragon. Oh, come on. How much health do you have? Okay, this is... Okay, unlock the control. This is more time consuming than I'd like. Oh, that's an attack I hadn't seen. It doesn't seem like it's needed for him to have this much health for me to knock him off the bridge. I thought you were doing the other fire breath. Where's the butcher's knife? There it is. Oh, he aimed it right for where I was, too. I did the same amount of damage, but I have better range with it. I'm less likely to fall off. I don't know what that one does. I don't want to find out. Oh, yeah, he is not happy in the slightest. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Grumpy dragon. I'm just trimming your claws a bit. I mean, I've seen dogs that react about as well to having their claws trimmed, but... Okay, Mr. Grumpers. Okay. Now he's off the bridge. He ain't dead. That is... Excuse... oh, never mind, did I just stagger him? Was that just supposed to be a few free hits because I staggered him? Ow. It really does fit into the theme that I mentioned before, where some stuff in this game just has an absurd amount of health. I mean, given especially that the point here is just to knock him off the bridge. You know, the point here isn't to kill him, it's just to dislodge him from the bridge so that you can fight him. To me, it feels kind of like they're aiming for it to be like the zombie dragon. Okay, RNG, now you're just messing with me. You know, to me, the zombie dragons worked pretty well. They were a pain, but, you know, they had a survivable's not the right word for it. They had a modest amount of health. You knock them off, you move on. And in their case, there wasn't a boss fight behind it. Here, this is literally just a boss fight trigger. I don't even have to fight him. I've got the bonfire on the other side. I don't even want to fight him, really, but, you know. Because judging by how much trouble it is just to get him off this bridge, he's probably got 10 times as much health. When is it my turn? Huh? When do I get to attack? Now? Okay. Yay, 2 whole swings. If my understanding is right, though, I think he's meant to be a mid-boss here, where, like, you can't get past him until you dislodge him from the bridge. So I do kind of understand the difficulty. Then you'd come back later and fight him, you know, as a proper boss. But in my case, I just, you know, kind of skipped him. I still think he's got an oddly large amount of health for me to knock him off here. But, ooh, no, nope. At least you can dodge that easily. Can you hold still and let me kill you? I mean, I ain't even killing him. You're just dislodging him from the bridge. Don't make me come back here with a lightning spear. I will peel those scales off of you. Nope. There we go. He lasts so long that his attacks become repetitive. Stop making my camera go nuts. I don't want to back off the cliff. I do love that berserk flipping around right there. That's awesome. That is like just really well done. I just don't like how time consuming this is. No, that would have killed me. I'm just gonna go ahead and top off my health. Okay, and I think that's the point where you're supposed to just finish him. Which that knocks him off the bridge. And down into the hole. Which is where you would then just, you know, safely wander over here. Wait, what? Hello. Whoa, 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 Beyblades. Oh, hello. Okay, how many hidden paths are there? Lightning arrow. Okay, you die. Had done had enough of you. Gonna praise that. Gonna praise that. Okay. Lightning arrow. That's a neat sounding one. The few female knights served as the age of the gods use this miracle for dragon slaying. Draw a lightning bow to fire a lightning arrow. Oh, isn't that spell that what's-her-name kept firing at me? Great improvement to the range of spears were said to have been used to pierce the eyes of dragons, but remember, beautiful stories are always marked by embellishment. How did I move forward from here again? Staircase. Not one word. Oh wait, I remember this area. Yeah, because I had to keep running up there because there's a boss fight. Wasn't there a bonfire? Once I find my way back to the bonfire... Hello. There we go. Bonfire. Creepy critter with a framped head on it. Anyway. I'm going to go ahead and pause here. Next week, I'm going to try to fight Mid-Ear. Let's try. And then the week after that, well, you know, we will try to fight the other boss. And then we move on to Dark Souls, Daughters of Ash. Which is I finally found out the name of the Dark Souls 1 mod that I will be playing when the time comes. But in any case, I'm going to go ahead and pause here, and I will see you next time.